Oh, no, not yet, no. Welcome to on this evening of the World Bowls. We're going to welcome the player onto the mat, and we have former world singles and also world pairs champion, WBT Super Bowl champion, world ranked at number 22. It's Billy Jackson. Billy's opponent, ladies and gentlemen, former world pairs and mixed pairs champion, Scottish Open champion, world ranked at number 3. It is Robert Paxton. And gentlemen, Richard in the commentary box.
Well, thank you very much, Johnny, and welcome to the viewers for this evening. And of course, you have Robert Paxton, world ranked number 3, up against Billy Jackson, who has slipped outside of the top 24, and hopefully in for a decent match. Janice, who's kept you going, is having a well-earned rest. Well, like I said, Janice is having a rest. She won't be in tomorrow. Having a bit of a time off so she can get herself prepared for busy next few days of bowls. So we've got a mixture of people popping in tomorrow to say hello to you. So hopefully you'll be happy enough with commentary tomorrow, but tonight
18 inches.
You've got my dulcet tones. And I'll probably call every shot wrong for you as well. So there you go.
One green. Rob's bowl, 10 inches short of jack high.
Not a bad start from the players, actually.
One green.
Slight little bump from Billy to knock Rob towards it. Both players will just be trying to find their line and weight with the first couple of bowls. Of course, it's evening play, and things get a bit different. Well, there we are. One for Billy to draw down to.
3 feet.
Yeah, he's got 3 feet to draw into, so it should be good for Billy to be able to do that. I've watched him in the qualifiers, and of course Billy's no stranger to the portable rink. Yeah, here it comes. Just needs to ease.
It's very close, Rob. Stop quick.
Well, it looks like Robert's still got a couple of foot to draw in, and again, for his calibre, he should be able to do it. But it is difficult on the evening carpet. It does tend to react after a full day of a full audience, and then you only get a smaller audience in the evenings. Can he hold on? Oh, yeah, well done. Cracking.
Measure. Umpire.
Well, there we see the measure going in.
Those two first.
But as I was saying, the evening sessions are on the carpet a little bit hard to read the carpet because it does react and change so quickly to changes in temperature. You may have had a practice before, come out and suddenly find it's varied, so it takes just a little bit to catch up.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
Jack length, 28 metres, 28.
For those of you that watch the charity match and sent us quite a load of messages, thank you very much, asking about Just Giving. I found out that Potters don't actually have a Just Giving page, but you can donate if you wish on their website, pottersfriendsfoundation.org, and they've got a little thing there via PayPal if you wish to. There's a donate header on it, so you can just follow that. You know, as I say, thanks to all of you that did offer. Quite a good night, and they do a lot of charitable causes. Rob Paxton will be looking to try to go all the way here in this year's World Open Singles. He was the runner-up last year, reached the quarter-final in 2015, semi-final in 2014. So he's got a very good record here.
Two and a half inch gap.
Of course, Billy Jackson won the European Tour card, guarantees him entry. Superb, superb. Guarantees him entry into all the WBT events this season, so he's got the Worlds to go, and then in March the International Open. Another quality player. Rob having a good look here, just...
One red. Yes, an inch past.
Just a little bit tight there.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
Set score 2-0 after 2 ends. Jack length 28 metres, 28.
Of course, as I said earlier, Rob Paxton is a former World Indoor Singles champion, as is Billy Jackson. So they've both been there. They've both been at the top. Billy won it back in 2009. So neither of them a stranger to the big events.
One red. Yours is 8 inches short of jack high.
Rob's struggling just to get his weight at the moment. Like I said earlier, the rink is difficult to read in the evening. Billy picking a good line. If he can just get his weight together,
red.
he'll be all right. Looks a good line from Robert. This is going to depend on his weight. Just hanging out there a little bit.
2 red.
See the look on Billy's face, a little bit annoyed with himself there.
1 shot, Robert Paxton.
So
Set score 3-0 after 3 ends.
Robert picking up another single shot there. Whilst they're resetting themselves. Tomorrow's looking a very good day, people. You got Jamie
Jack Length,
Chesney
29
against
metres, 29.
Paul Hay. First up in the morning. Then at 2 o'clock, Mark Royal against the other lady who has qualified into the last 32, Debbie Wilford from New Zealand. Well, I've seen her rolling up, and she does look as if she could give Mark a good game. And then second match of the afternoon will be Paul Foster, MBE, against Michael Cheeseman. So that's a good start to the day. And then in the evening, we've got Darren Burnett against Paul Butler from Australia. So all the big guns are out there tomorrow. Hope you tune in to have a look.
Just under 2 feet. One red.
Just a bit
One
short
red.
on pace from Robert. The line was good though. Still plenty of space there for Billy to get in.
Yes.
Just needs to hold, but as he gets. Still
One
be
red.
One red. Again, Robert's picked a good line. Good weight.
2 red.
Billy could do with getting this last bowl in. Electing to play another runner, I'm not quite sure. Not sure I would have played that. But then again,
2 shots, Robert Paxton.
probably why I'm not out there.
Set score 5-0 after 4 ends. Jack length 28 metres, 28.
Cracking opening bowl from Rob. He's certainly found his line out there. Billy just needs to hold if he can. Oh, wasn't a million mile away. Not a very nice comment, Paul Jones.
One red.
Hi Steve, I see you're out and about. Just give you a shout out. Very good. Yeah, well done, Billy. Great ball. Great ball. For those of you who may not know, Steve Broom made the shirts for this event.
One green.
Answered a call from WBT because there'd been a logo change and we needed the shirts in a hurry. And he produced them and had them delivered direct to here at the World Championships and managed to get them to us. 2 days to go to the event. Superb job. Shirts top quality, Steve. Thank you very much. Well, having a little look here, but I just think he's going to die off. Well, I wonder if Billy can produce some of the magician's magic we've seen in the past. Plays out of Lincoln Indoor Bowls Club. I've known him on the circuit for quite a number of years, and certainly a great great person. Just slightly unlucky there.
Measure. One green, measure for second.
Good pair of steady hands. If somebody didn't put their leg in the way.
One shot, Billy Jackson.
Yeah, Billy, you're on the card, mate. Like I said, I've known Billy for a long time. When I did used to play bowls, I used to play Outdoors Federation, 2-bowl singles. Had many a tussle with BJ.
Set score 5-1 after 5 ends.
Got a lot of respect for the man.
Jack length 27 metres, 27.
Brilliant bowl there. And Rob,
Yes, level.
little runner, crack. As Billy would say to me, that's one for the pipe. And that again is something new we've brought this year, which is the automated ditch cams, so we can actually show you the ditch end when everything plows into it. Well, good line, Billy. How's your weight? Just running through, I think, looking at it.
One green, yeah, 2.5 feet on yours.
Well played, Robert. Brilliant. Two players out there who very rarely ever get to look in harass.
Yes, phase just the one.
Always calm. Very difficult to say what Billy might play here. he'll bend under that weight. It's a very hard shot to play on the carpet.
Two shots, Robert Paxton.
Set score 7-1 after 6 ends.
Well, at the moment, Robert's
Jack length 28 metres, 28.
well, you can all breathe a sigh of relief now because we've got somebody in here who can actually talk the bowls to you. Let me welcome on board Greg Harlow.
Thanks for that. Sometimes I can walk the walk and talk the talk, but we'll see. Looks like Robert's in control of this first set.
Yeah, he's been playing very, very well.
Two green.
Yeah, as I was saying, Rob's been playing really well. Billy's had a couple of goes, had a brilliant runner early, but not quite catching his pace, I don't think.
Okay, I mean, the score's on the board, 7-1 to Rob. This set's virtually done. Billy will be just trying to get his eye in, get his legs
hold one,
right,
Billy.
and he'll be looking at for the second set. Looks a decent approach for this one. Scratches his head, but that's a brilliant bowl.
Yeah, you certainly can't do that. Well, I see the note page
Still one, I
has
think,
lit
Rob.
up since you've walked in, Greg. People sending you their best wishes from your game earlier. So, there we go.
I must admit, thought I'd got it under control, and then Tony came back really, really hard. Probably played his best bowls in the last 4 ends, and I was very relieved to win and get through to the second round.
Yeah.
One green.
Rob just missing it slightly there.
Rob's nearest last bowl, just slightly past Jack Eye.
Billy, we know he lays a shot, but he was desperate to get to make a double. Get him a sniff for this set. Down on a good line. Wrong side of the bowl. Just a single.
One shot, Billy Jackson.
Yeah. To get
Set
five
score
or even-
7-2 after 7 ends.
To get 5 or even 6 shots in the next 2 ends, that's a tall order.
Yeah, absolutely. Billy will be trying his hardest, but deep down he'll be looking forward to the second set. Looks to be a bit of chat between the two players. Obviously know each other very well
Jack
through
length,
playing
27
international
and a half
bowls.
metres. 27 and a half.
Yes, I was saying earlier on, Greg, that when you come to evening time here, it's not easy out there because the carpet does change and change dramatically in the space of even 10 minutes.
Yes, absolutely. For some reason, nobody really knows. It tends to slow down roughly about half an hour into the match. And yet the air-controlled room is kept at the same temperature. But it's a well-known fact that it does slow down the longer the match goes into the evening.
Yeah.
And obviously back home, all the players say, well, he should be good enough to adjust, but you get the pace into your mind and it's sometimes hard to transfer that into the arm.
I've got somebody on the chat, Greg, just saying, do you think you can go all the way this year?
Well, absolutely. I wouldn't, if I didn't think I could, I wouldn't enter. But obviously it's a long, long way through, so, and it's too far to think about. But a short the answer is yes.
Yeah. That's just it. I think that any player entering right from the qualifiers would feel that they're going to make it.
Yes, and quite rightly so. You enter the qualifiers to get here. Once you've qualified, you've got to believe you can win.
Well, again, Robert Paxton's the first one to find his way to the jack.
Yeah, looks like
Billy
he's
having a good look, but just offline again.
Yeah, looks like
Red.
Robert's winning the battle of the first two bowls, and in singles, especially on the portable rink, it's critical. He'll be very happy with the way the first set's gone. Obviously, Billy, a previous champion, is more than capable of winning this tournament.
Yeah.
2 red.
It's a bizarre thing as well. When you're laying a shot, it seems relatively easy to draw another. When you're one down, for some reason, it's a lot harder to draw that shot. And I'm sure all the club bowlers would agree with that.
Is Billy looking at that middle? He is.
He is
This is typical Billy. He's
looking
not
for the
afraid.
two red.
Oof.
He was looking for the two red bowls
One
there
shot,
to
first
give
set,
him a
Robert Paxton.
chance, and that's the first set away. First set done. Still a lot of chat between the two players. Unusual to see all that. Robert would be delighted to win the first set. Billy nearly start really well in the second set.
Yeah, but I have seen Billy come back. A lot of players come back hard in the second set. It seems as if the first player to win the set just relaxes just that slight bit.
Yeah, Rob Paxton's a good front runner, so Billy will need to start well. If he lets Rob get an early lead, it could be an early bath.
Jack length, 29 and a half metres. 29 and a half.
And the other thing I've noticed tonight, Greg, is that neither player is really mixing up the length that much. They're around the 28 to 29 and a half metre, or both of them.
Yeah, I've noticed that quite a bit. To be honest, since the singles has kicked off, a lot of players are playing the longer lengths. Maybe if somebody masters the short jack, they could be favourite to take the title.
Well, Billy's trying. Billy's getting his line a bit, but he's just not really finding his way. Almost like he's fishing for it.
Yeah, if he needs to get back in this match, he's got to win the battle of the first 2 bowls. Rob's played a good first. Looks like his second is pretty decent as well. Very good.
Your bowl, just over 4 feet. Last bowl, gap is 7 inches.
Yeah, I was just saying to the people that were watching that, Billy's been about on the circuit for a long time. I've certainly known him for a number of years. I mean, that's a complete miss from Billy, that there's just totally missed his line and weight.
Yeah, I must admit, probably the worst bowl I've ever seen him play. The thing is, he knows that as a player, you know you've missed the line. It's a case of putting it out of the mind and then playing a really good next bowl. Having said that, look.
Mm-hmm. Well, Daniel Seed's just asking there, how many rounds do you have to play in the qualifiers? Well, you'll play in the big qualifiers. Look at that. Good try. But you'll play up to 6 matches in a
One
day.
red, Rob. Close for second, favourite's the green.
Yeah, very difficult to come through the qualifiers. Some great players out there, desperate to get through to this World Championships. And already this week we've seen some good wins from the qualifiers, taking out some top seeds.
Here comes Robert again.
Two red.
Probably
Yours.
favour a drive now
Rob's
from
last.
Billy.
7 inches short.
There is just room to draw the shot, but after his first 3 attempts,
Yes, you have that spot.
I do think he's looking at a drive. He's got the spot. This will be quick. Is it straight? I think he's been unlucky. Got the jack off the rink, but he's flicked the red bowl over, so I think it's still 1 to Rob. Hard to see from up here. Both players going to take a look.
One shot, Robert
Billy
Paxton.
just kicks it over, no need to measure. Slightly unlucky there, good drive. He had the spot, but unfortunately for him, flicked the red one over. When it's not your day, it doesn't quite go.
Yeah, it must be difficult when you're not
Jack
able to
length,
find it
29 and a
out there,
half
Greg.
metres. 29 and a half.
You know, when you go out there and you can't find your line and your weight's wrong, how hard is it to, not that you've been in that situation many times, but it's got to be hard for a player to then pull himself together to come back.
It's very difficult, to be honest. If you're not finding it with the first 2 bowls, you've then got to assess the head. If you're a good draw player, you've got to play to your strengths and carry on drawing. If you've got a good drive, perhaps it's time to drive yourself out of trouble. But when you're on the rink, it's very difficult to make that decision. Sometimes you make the right ones, and sometimes, unfortunately, you're going home.
Well, another good opener by Rob. He's really put it together. But a good answer here by Billy.
Half an inch short of Jack High.
Yeah, Rob looks very comfortable on this long jack.
Again, cracking line. A good weight.
And again,
One
very
red,
little
a measure.
room to draw. I think a lot of players would be tempted to drive this.
No, it's short, just under 6 inches.
Best result would be 2 red bowls out.
Yeah, you called it, Greg. He's having another go at it. Look at that.
Perfect strike.
Absolutely bob on the button. But knowing Robert, he'll just go back, calmly pick up his bowl and just try and play another one straight down to the jack.
Not always the easiest though, once somebody's driven 2 of your good bowls out.
No,
Looks to
it's
be
got
on a
the
good line.
Certainly got the height. Weight looks decent.
That's a great bowl.
Absolutely perfect.
Touch on the jack as well,
One red.
which means if Billy drives
inches.
this, it's Robert's live bowl going through with the jack. Therefore, his decision is to try and draw just about the inch or 2 to win the shot.
Oh, BJ, you're
Great
having
effort.
a peep. You're having a look here.
Great
Come
effort.
on.
Oh,
what
unbelievable.
a shot. Absolutely. Here we go. That was the magician of
Green.
the old days, as we used to call him.
Pretty sure now Rob will look at the forehand drive. And again, he'll be looking at the green bowl. 2 green bowls would plant out. Can't see anything else.
Hello, the camera
Time
looked
ankle.
a bit on the side there.
Rob has 4 timeouts remaining.
Going back for a second look, just wants to check the angles. What he's looking for to see if the 2 bowls will clear the jack and leave his red bowler's shot. I think they do. What he doesn't want to do is catch his own red bowl, because he'll still be 1, possibly 2 down and leave it acres for Billy to draw for 3.
Well, so suddenly brought the match alive, Greg.
Certainly has. Billy's found a good end. Looks like a drive. Looking for the 2 green.
I tell you what.
Doesn't want the red.
No. Well, 1 away.
Leaves Billy with 1 green. At this level, he really must make this count for a double. Looks pretty good.
There we go.
He'll be happy with this.
Yeah. That should give him a bit of a lift, shouldn't it, Greg?
Oh, most
Should give him a
definitely. I'll
lift.
give him a
2
lift.
shots, Billy Jackson.
Big decision now. Does he change the length or does he
Set
carry
score,
on
1-2
with the length
after
they've
2
played all
ends.
game? Personal preference. You can see him thinking about it there.
Yeah. Having a good think.
Quite right, too. I think he's decided I've played a good end, I'm going to carry on. Try and put a good first bowl right on
Jack
top
length,
of the jack.
26.5 metres. 26.5.
Yeah, right on it. Well, the line looks good. Well, not too bad there, Greg, to start.
That's a good opening bowl. Probably going to get beat, but it's at least in the area.
Well, gives Billy another chance to try and hide the jack if he can.
Yeah, Billy looking slightly more confident now. Just overplayed, I think. Not much. Good bowl.
To green.
Well, Billy looking to try and... Again, he's looking at the line, but his weight's just far too much.
Just overplayed. It's one of those heads both players would
nearest
look at and
15
think the
inches from jack
first
nine.
one in will probably win the end. Robert following this one down. Likes it.
Certainly looks a better line from Robert. Is he going to just creep? No. Oh.
One red.
Yep, he has just made it.
Billy certainly had the line with the last three. Just needs a good pace. Any touch on the jack?
This looks better. This looks better. Off the side, sit down, bang.
Great bowl. Be very happy
green.
with that. Any touch on the jack could have made three. Just the forehand draw available for Rob. He likes the look of it.
It's bending. He's coming. Here he comes. Here he comes. Well, now that's what you call a perfect bowl, Greg.
Absolutely, that was the only option.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
Don't see many bowls better than that.
Set score, 2-2 after 3 ends.
Yeah, when you get, I'm going to ask you this, Greg. When you get to this level, and how easy is it for you to then produce a bowl where you've only got mere inches?
I think once you get to this level,
Jack length,
all the
29
players
metres,
know
29.
what's needed. On a certain day, if things are going well and you feel as good, you feel you can do almost anything. On other days, if you're just struggling a little bit, you feel like it's nearly impossible. So no different to the club players. It just happens to be on the day how you feel.
Yeah.
And obviously Rob's playing really well and he felt he could do that, and that bowl looked nowhere else all the way up the green.
No, when I've watched you all playing, I've often wondered where I've seen you. Certainly when you're playing at the top of your tree, bowl after bowl just comes out almost of its magnetised. Good one from Billy there.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, confidence is a massive thing within our game, and all of the top players, if they're feeling confident, tend to play better. And it looks to me like Billy's now starting to believe again. The last 2 to 3 ends, his game's improved.
Good reply from Rob coming in.
One red.
Again, that looks like a decent line.
Yeah, Billy's interested in it as well. Just going to give up.
Your bowl 6 inches short of jack high, gap of 5 inches. Billy's gap 7 inches, 7 inches past jack high.
Positive draw from Rob. Turn the jack round the corner or just turn the green bowl out. Close the head down. Looks very interested.
Cracking line again from Rob.
Two red.
Good bowl, but it still leaves the shot available for Billy.
The line looks good.
Yeah, he looks interested in the bowl.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not far away, just a few inches of run.
Little frown off BJ's face there, Greg.
Yeah, I think he thought that was really good, and it's just pulled up a few inches short. Any touch on the jack from Rob could kill this end.
Yeah, well, certainly Robert's very confident. He's certainly picking the line out every time now. Just fell a bit short himself on that one.
Bill's come to have a look. He's just looking to see if he drives at his own short green bowl, would it take out the 2 red shots? If not, the draw's still available on the backhand.
What would you go for, Greg?
It just depends
Time
how you're playing. If you're drawing
has
well,
4
you
timeouts
draw the
remaining.
shot. If you're not, you would drive the green bowl. It's a personal choice. And on one game, you play one shot, on one the other, just
Right.
depending on how you're playing.
Yeah.
He's certainly taking his time.
Well,
It's going to be the draw.
well, to be fair, he's always had the right line. It was just a matter of his weight.
Looks interesting. Is he going to run?
Unlucky.
One red shot conceded. 2 red shots conceded.
2 shots, Robert Paxton.
Set score 4-2 after 4 ends.
Well, you're next out there, Greg, on Friday evening in the mixed pairs. So,
Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Amy and I paired up a few years ago and had a little run. Be nice to go a bit further this time round.
29.5 metres, 29.5.
Play my good old mate, the Silver Fox.
Yeah, there's a few good pairs out there this coming weekend. Darren Burnett and Catherine Rednall. David Gurley's got Karen Murphy from Australia. Paul Foster's got Rebecca Field. Robert Paxton's got Ellen Faulkner. Alex Marshall has got Katie Smith. Nick Brett has got Claire Johnston. And Andy Thompson has got Janice Gower. Good little mix in there, Greg.
Yes, absolutely. The lineup looks good, and I'm sure it'll be a great weekend of mixed bowls.
You know, I know the bookings here at Potter's Resort, and the residents normally love that mixed weekend. We've already had quite a few comments in.
I think they just like it when the ladies tell the men what to do.
Yes, I can understand that one. But, I don't think that's just in bowls, though, Greg.
No comment. Hi, Kay. And again, once again, Roberts won the battle of the first two bowls.
2 feet.
And it tends to be the player that dominates the heads wins the matches.
Yeah. I thought Billy had found himself then. He seemed to be fairly settled, but those two bowls don't seem to tell you that story. Mind you, Robert's not exactly nailing it.
No,
but
there's
they're good
certainly
enough.
still room to draw the shot. And even though it's early in the second set, 4-2, you do feel Billy needs to win this end. Decent approach here. All on the pace.
Oof. Unlucky. Half inch. You could tell from Billy's face he thought he was there.
Yeah, I must admit, I thought it looked close. But once it dipped under the jack, really ran away a long way. He's in a lot of trouble now. Pretty sure Robert will put another one in.
He's stalking it. I don't think he's got the run on it though, no.
Last bowl, 2 feet short of jack high.
Not an attractive head for Billy to play to. Nothing but the forehand draw. Line looks good.
Well, he's studying it. If he's got... No, he's not, unfortunately.
Might have even turned a third for Robert. Robert's asked the umpire to have a look. As I said, Robert's a very good front runner. Billy's conceded 2. Measure on the third.
Umpire.
Looks like 3. 7-2, that's quite a margin
shots,
for
Robert
the
Paxton.
second set.
Yeah, 5 shots in the next 3 ends.
6.
Set score,
Obviously, he needs to
7-2
win the
after
set. A
5
tie's no good.
Jack length, 29.5 metres, 29.5.
As you said, Richard, Robert is looking very good on these full-length jacks. Looks to be very comfortable on line and pace.
Yeah, yeah. I think Billy's got to find some of the old Billy magic. Like I said earlier, I've got a great deal of respect for Billy. But Robert, world number 3, you know, you would expect him to be there. I mean, there's a decent line from Billy, just coming round.
Yeah, Billy's playing perfectly good bowls, but Rob's just finding the better ones. Those are 2 good bowls, but they will definitely get beat.
There's the winner.
One red. 8 inches to Jack.
Looks a decent line, Greg. I
Yeah.
don't think the weight's there.
Doesn't look here. I was trying to look at some sort of runner for Billy, but last bowl's probably blocked it. Just the draw available. No, he's trying a little runner inside line. Goes quick. If you've not got enough pace, it's gone. Very nearly got a backhander there.
Yeah. But I've noticed that if
One red.
you're going to try that shot, it's it does tend to whip away.
It does whip away. Billy knows that. I'm quite surprised the way he went with. I thought he'd have gone a little bit quicker. And again, he's in trouble. Roberts won the battle of the first 2 bowls, in control of the end. Free draw for Rob. Nice and wide, looking for a big kick at the end. I say Billy's not even visited the head, so he's not sure of the angles. Gone for the runner again. Looking for his own green bowl onto the red. Swings very quickly.
That's it.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
Well,
Set score, 8-2 after 6 ends.
8-2 up now. Someone does need a miracle now to come back at that one.
Yeah, 7 shots off 3 ends is a big ask.
Yeah, Chris Wright asking for scores from other matches. If you
length,
go on to
29.5 metres,
worldbowlstour.tv, you will see the tournaments section and all the scores, reports, pictures. They're all up on the website, so you can have a quick peek of that, and that should give you all the info you want. Not a bad opener there from Robert.
Yeah, Billy's last roll of the dice changed his hand, gone for his backhand.
Well,
Very slightly past Jack High.
and again, look at that. Excellent bowling from Robert. Excellent bowling.
Three inches.
Is he looking to see if there's a runner, or is just going to draw? Yeah, looking for a fire on it. Too tight.
I can understand the decision is looked at the head and realises he's not going to score 2 to 3 shots as it stands. Let's try and open it up. But obviously with the miss, he's now in even more trouble. I think if we were watching a one-day cricket match and Bumble was commentating, he would say, start the car.
Aye, well.
Robert's gone a little bit wider this time, just a covering bowl.
Yeah.
Two red.
I mean, Billy's in a problem.
Response.
Obviously, he wants to open
Yes,
the
you
head,
currently win it.
but he can't afford to lose his bowler as well. All sorts of trouble. Going quick. Needs the jack.
Well,
Got the shot, bowl out, so he's only one down. Problem is, he's only got one bowl on the green. 8-2 behind on the scoreboard.
One red.
still a massive mountain to climb, whichever way you look at it. Yeah.
Somehow he's got to manufacture 2 shots out of this. Is he looking to turn the jack towards his own green to make 2? Great effort. Any touch on the jack?
Yeah. Hell of a try. Absolutely hell of a try.
One shot, Billy Jackson.
Keeps the game alive.
Set score 8-3 after 7 ends.
Tom Doig, just for you, there should be a copy on the PBA website.
Jack length 24.5 metres, 24.5.
I think that's the shortest one they've played tonight, Greg.
Certainly looks that way. Maybe a little bit too late for Billy.
Good line, not bad, but not quite tight enough, I think, for Robert. But Billy's one of those. In fact, all of you are. None of you ever give up. None of you.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of strange things happen in our game of bowls. There's been all sorts of score lines out there before where people have come back from. I've known Billy's score a 4 on the last end here before to take a game into a tie break, so he certainly won't give up. He's drawn another one in here. Pressure. Obviously, Rob will just be looking for second bowl, which would be good enough.
Well, he's certainly got a line. Has he got the weight?
2 green.
No, not quite. Room for Billy to get a third in there yet.
Crucial that he does as well. Keeps the pressure right onto Rob.
Oh,
3 green.
Rob just sticking to the nice draw.
Yeah, he's had 2 good lines, just needs to add on about 18 inches of weight. This looks good enough.
Well, that's superb. That is superb.
Yeah, great shot. Also locked in. Can't really see how Billy can get that out without taking too many of the green ones away.
That's one of my clubmates would have said to me, pick the bones out of that.
Quite right.
Measure for shot, favour green.
He's just looking at the front green bowl to see if
Michael.
there's enough room to plant
Billy
that
has 3
onto the
timeouts
red,
remaining.
get the red through the gap without taking any other green bowls away. Doesn't quite look possible. But at 8-3 down, he's going to have to try it. Down a line, looking green on to red. Just
Gone.
under, I think.
Gone. He's going to get a nasty.
That's it.
1 shot, Billy Jackson. Second set of the match, Rob Paxton.
Well, thank you very
Come
much.
on, ladies
for
and gentlemen. Nice
listening,
round of applause
ladies and
there. Robert Paxton going through.
And as I said, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless.